Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined by Bryan Leonard. And Bryan, we're going to talk about baseball season win totals. And last week, the Atlantis Resort Casino in Reno, first to come out. Every year, they're the first ones to bring them out. Season win totals, Major League Baseball. And this is something that's right in your meat house. And I'm going to tell you, we joke about a lot of stuff on the show. You are probably one of the top three people that I know, and you're closer to the top than in the top three. You're number one of people that can do advanced futures betting, whether it be season win totals or going down to the Golden Nugget in June and betting the college football things. You have a knack for putting where the number you feel should be, and you're solid enough with your number to bet it right out of the gate when they put those numbers up. And that's something that's not my forte. I'm not a futures guy. I'm an in-season capper. I work with what I see and what I'm doing, and then my situational stuff comes into play. And as the season unfolds, there'll be times that we might be a month into the season and futures for winning the National League or winning the World Series odds, I might jump in and make a play there based on maybe somebody that I think's underachieving that's going to be better later and make a run and get a price, or somebody that's just overvalued. But you do it right out of the gate. And I want you to give us a little synopsis of what you do, because you were up there in Reno and you waited for those opening numbers, and a lot of them got moved after you got done.
Yeah. The reason why I play them is basically it's me against one bookmaker. Golden Nugget, Tony down there and his crew, they do a great job down there, but it's me against his opinion. When you're betting regular season, day after day, the grind, it's you against a million other people. And there's somebody out there that has more information than you do. Now, when I'm betting me against him, there's going to be times where he's got more information on a certain team. There's going to be times that I have more information on a certain team. But what I'm trying to do is get ahead of it. And I've always said, the farther ahead you can bet, the better chance you have of making money. And I went up there, and the limits were only $500 at the Atlantis. A lot of guys don't want to make the trip for something like that. He would take a $500 bet and move it a game and a half. Then he'd take another $500 bet and move it 2 games. So if you're looking to do some middling, you could have got your own middling going on up there. Mm-hmm. I met somebody who follows us on Twitter, Vince. He was up there betting the games I was. The good news was he was betting the same games as I was because we had the same opinion. The bad news was a couple of the games he beat me to the better line. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem you have. But I've got one guy beating me to the better line as opposed to a lot of people doing that. And I give it credit. Anytime you're the first to come out with something, there's going to be mistakes made. If you were to ask me to put my numbers out and you could bet into those numbers, you're going to find some weak numbers. And so it's nothing ever against the sports book. It's more of it, me against you. Let me try going up against you. You're a poker player. You like to play the heads up, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. In situation, let's give Atlantis credit. They're not a big casino, as far as sports betting goes. They're not on a strip here in Las Vegas. They're in Reno, and to come out there and do it, and it gets them a lot of publicity, because a lot of people in the world of Twitter were out there right away as soon as those numbers were coming out, putting them out there. And then that might be a starting point for some of the casinos here in Las Vegas to look and see what they did. More importantly, see what happened to the numbers after they did them, and then the numbers come out here a couple days later.
Yeah, it's great publicity, and like I said, if you're only betting, the Westgate come out and they took 1,000. So anytime you're only allowing $500,000, it's not going to hurt you too badly.
No, and by doing that too, it lets the casino adjust their numbers at a cheap cost to them.
Cheap price, yeah.
Yeah, they're letting their experts set it. They're letting experts like you fine tune it.
And in reality, that's the way it should be on the daily basis. If you got a guy comes in and this guy's a winner, this guy could beat you, take the guy's bet, but you just move it so the next bet comes in on the opposite side. That's the way it should be done.
We're going to actually do a second video where we're going to give some more, but we want to give them one free play in here. Give us one that you bet in Reno, a season win total.
Yeah, I'll talk about a few of them. I bet 6 of them while I was up there. Most of these lines are no longer available, obviously. I tried to get the best of the number, but I played Kansas City under. They put it up, I believe it was 83 and a half. Obviously, we know the Royals went to the World Series. A lot of people like the Royals. But Billy Butler, right in the heart of the lineup, probably their best pure hitter, is gone. He went to Oakland. We all know about Shields going to San Diego. He was an innings eater and a leader on that team. If you look at, one of the things I look at when I'm doing my handicapping is runs scored and runs against, not overall wins and losses, because some teams get lucky and win those one-run games, others don't. And Kansas City's got a great bullpen. But when you take a look at their actual wins last year, they were only supposed to win about 75.5 games. Now we're looking at 83.5. I knew the wise guys would come on the under in this game, and I got 83.5, and I was just running around yesterday. And we're looking at 79 and 80 around mostly now. So I've beaten the line about 3.5 to 4 games.
Do you think there's still value at 79 or 80 in that one?
A little bit of value if you can get the 80. I would hold off on this. A lot of people would see you find a team that went to the World Series and they're expected to have a losing record. You might find Joe Public coming in on the over in that game. So you may be able to get back up there again.
All right, that's it for this one. We'll be back with another one here on WagerTalk.com.